My name is Maria, and today we're going to talk about tag questions. When do we use tag questions? Well, they're really common in English as a good way to show friendliness or to make conversation. How do we use tag questions? For example, after affirmative statements. How do we use the tag questions after affirmative statements? Very simple. We have an affirmative statement, like for example, you speak German. Simple, short, affirmative statement. How would we add a tag question to that statement? Simply adding a comma and adding don't you. How? You speak German, don't you? You are reaffirming that he speaks German. So for present simple verbs like speak, remember present simple? I speak, you speak. For present simple verbs, we use don't or doesn't, depending on the person. Here the person is you, well, we would use don't. You speak German, don't you? Very simple. Affirmative statement with present simple, don't or doesn't. With past simple, we use didn't. How would this be? For example, I have my affirmative statement. He finished the task. That would be my affirmative statement. He finished the task. Then, how do I add my tag question? By simply adding didn't he? We added, forgot the comma. He finished the task, didn't he? So for past simple, we add didn't. Very important. Present simple, don't, doesn't. Past simple, didn't. And this is how we're going to use tag questions for affirmative statements. Simply by using don't, doesn't, and didn't, depending on the conjugation of the verb. Present simple, don't, doesn't. Past simple, didn't. Statements with auxiliary verbs. Example, there will be 3 different teachers. Won't there? Another example, you were traveling a lot last year, weren't you? What happens with the auxiliary verbs? We use the auxiliary verb in the same tense, but in negative. Okay? So we have the same tense, but we will change the affirmative for negative. And that is how we will form our tag question. So let's review again. Statements with auxiliary verbs will have the same tense as the auxiliary verb. We copy the same tense. The only difference is that we change it to negative. Okay? We copy the same. Will, won't. Were, weren't. We keep the same tense, but we just change it to negative. So, there will be 3 different teachers. That's my statement. And then we just add the tag question, but in negative. You were traveling a lot last year. That's my statement. How do I add the tag question? We copy the same verb, but in negative. Very simple. You were traveling a lot last year. Weren't you? Very simple. When else do we use tag questions? After negative statements. For example, I am not, here's my negative statement, giving you the course alone. This would be all of my statement, right? I am not giving you the course alone. And what do? I add my tag question at the end. Am I? Because I'm asking about me. This is my person. I am not giving you the course alone. Am I? Negative statement, positive tag question. It's the inverted. Yes, if we have positive, negative. If we have negative, positive. Very simple. Another example. Again, my statement, you haven't forgotten to book the hotel. That's my statement. It's in negative. We haven't forgotten to book the hotel. So how do I ask my tag question? In affirmative. Have you? Same thing. The auxiliary verb remains in the same tense. If I have I am, it remains the same. I'm not going to conjugate the verb. If it's in singular, singular. If it's first person, first person. We copy the verb, same tense, same tense. The verb remains the same. The only thing that changes is that if it's negative, we change it to positive. I am not, I tag my question with I am. You haven't, same verb, have, but we change negative to positive. You haven't forgotten to book the hotel. Have you? So that's my way of asking my tag question. And finally, how do we answer these tag questions? With short answers, very short answers. For example, I have, you speak French, don't you? That's my tag question, yes? Speak. You speak French. I ask my tag question. Don't you? Short answers, short answers. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Depending what you want to answer. If you speak, yes, I do. If you don't speak, no, I don't. But we keep the answers very short.